Hey, what's up everybody? It's Marcus from Marcus Brown Performance, also the owner of Dad Strength. Make sure you get your official Dad Strength headwear at officialdadstrength.com, where strength is rooted in fatherhood. So the other day I had a really cool moment. Austin Perkins, one of the top powerlifters in the world, if not the top powerlifter in the world, actually wore my hat the other day. So I actually sent him some hats because he's a new dad, and I wanted to congratulate him. And it was a really cool moment for me to have one of the strongest people in the world wearing my brand. So really cool moment. But that got me to thinking, like, how my fatherhood for me has helped me become a better power lifter. And I wanted to share those things, and I wrote them down so I didn't forget them. So I want to share them with you guys, and there's 5 talking points that I want to bring to you. So the first one is patience over ego, right? So as a father, one thing I learned is to be very patient with my son, right? So with that being said, like, let's say I'm cooking and let's say I'm making eggs and I gotta crack the eggs. One of the things that I had to learn was to be okay with slowing down and not just getting to the business of things as fast as possible. He wants to help me, right? And yes, it does take longer when he helps me, but he wants to learn. He wants to be a part of it. And for me, it's important for me to allow him to do that, even though it may take me longer. And that goes with your training too. Yes, you want to hit PRs. Yes, you want to hit a big lift, but take your time. Go through the process of getting better first, the little things first, before you get to the PRs, because you'll have a bigger PR if you focus on the little things first. And that's just like with my son. My son will have a lasting effect remembering how I let him cook with me, like remembering how I taught him how to do things, or I let him open the door with the keys because he wanted to do it. It may take a little longer, but it just allows him to learn to do these things, and it gives him a more independent mind, and it gives him these skills young so that he can grow into a great individual, which I know he's going to be, right? With that being said, the next point is training with purpose, right? I don't live for just myself, right? I have a purpose behind me going to the gym every single day. I have a purpose of lifting heavy and pushing through when it's hard, right? My son does that for me. My son sees this. He's in the gym with me, right? And that's really important to me because I want him to take those habits of going to the gym and being active and bring them into adulthood, right? Next thing is embracing fatigue and still showing up. As a parent, you are never like fully rested, right? There is always moments of fatigue for you, right? And so like for me, I do a lot of traveling when it comes to getting my son. So like my situation is like I go pick my son up and I have to drive minimum an hour, right? And so it's an hour there and an hour back. And so, with that being said, there's always a level of fatigue that I have, but it doesn't matter. I have to get up. I have to get in the gym and lift because I have goals for myself to be great in powerlifting. So therefore, I have to fight through that and go lift. And that goes with just parenting in general, right? There's days where I'm tired. I cannot just say I'm tired and not take care of my son, right? That is really important. There are days that I'm tired, that I'm like, I want to go to bed, but I got to call my son first, right? I got to call him and check on him and talk to him before he goes to bed, right? So with that being said, the fatigue is something that like, you just have to learn to fight through. And being a parent is just helping me learn that even better, right? The next thing I would say too is like failure is not defining, right? You have to learn that you are not going to be the perfect parent. You have to understand that you're not going to be the perfect powerlifter. And I love the fact that I'm not perfect, because if I was perfect, then that means I couldn't improve, right? So I love the fact that there's something else I could get better at, right? My coach is highly critical of me, and I love that, right? I could have squatted 600 pounds like a warm-up, and he may tell me that my right foot looked a little far out to the right? It's too much externally rotated. But I enjoy that because it means that there was something else I could have done better that could help me lift more weight. You feel me? So that is extremely important to me in regards to like me being the best power lifter I can be. And then when coming to parenthood, I'm not always going to be perfect as a parent, right? There's things that I could always get better at. And that's why I look at guidance from the people that I know, my parents, my aunts, uncles, other parents around me, my friends, right? Things that they may do that I add to my parenting skills, right? Because I can always get better. Because if I was just the perfect parent, then that wouldn't be good for my son, because I need to be getting better too, to show that you can always get better. I think that's really important, right? And the last thing is, I am extremely grateful that I get to train every day, right? I am extremely grateful of the fact that I can get up, I can make this video, I can get dressed and go to the gym, right? Not everybody can do that. Not everybody has the physical ability, even at my age. I'm 32 years old. I'll be 33 in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, dang. I'll be 33 in 2 weeks. So people don't have that ability still. Some people have knee issues. Some people have other issues with their body, physical disabilities that they cannot come to the gym. I love the fact that I have the ability to go. And so when people complain, I'm like, yo, bro, you can still go, right? And being a parent, right? Not everybody's able to have kids. Not everybody has the opportunity to have kids or the situation to have kids. I do. I have a child. And I'm so grateful that I have my son in my life, because it just made me a better person. Like, I'm in the gym regularly, and I was before, but like now it's like, it's just a totally different mindset on it. I don't drink. I don't like to party. I don't do these things, right? Because I want to be better in my sport, but also because I want to show him what, being a man is, and leading by example, right? And I want to show him what hard work is as well. And so I have the opportunity to do that as a father. It's an amazing feeling. I can't explain it, but it's just something that it's just an amazing feeling. But yeah, I really just wanted to share with you guys what like fatherhood does to my powerlifting, and how it relates, and just like overall, just like how it taught me to be a better powerlifter, right? Without really like directly doing it, just the experiences that I get. But thank you guys for watching. Do these every Thursday. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.